Well, it's pretty clear the day after that this is historic flooding, right?
Historic, both in terms of the pictures and the damage and the river gauges, which we're updating every 15 minutes or so for the last 2 days. We've got the numbers. These are pretty near final. I don't expect much of an adjustment to these. We've got 2 of them. This is the Winooski River at Montpelier, crested 9 a.m. this morning at 21.35 feet. If you're looking to compare that, it's over 2 feet above Irene at Montpelier. Not quite the 1927 flood level in central Vermont, though, but it is number 2 highest crest on record in central Vermont. And then the Winooski River, as it gets closer to Lake Champlain, this gauge is at Essex Junction, crested late this evening during the 10 o'clock hour at 22.56 feet. That is also a little bit above Irene, right near Lake Champlain. And the 1927 flood was over 50 feet, so it's not even close to that. That's the benchmark storm, but a very high rank on the list of things when you're looking at highest flood levels. This is more aerial footage over Brattleboro and the surrounding area from Sky 5. The water near the sandbags there, near the businesses and the homes in the area. Not nearly as rough in the southeastern Vermont area as we saw in the central mountains. The spine of the Green Mountains really contributed to the catastrophic level of the damage, the funneling effect of the water coming down the mountains into the valleys. This is the railroad over the Okemo Mountain Access Road in Ludlow. Look at how the land and anything that was supporting the tracks is totally gone. A lot of the wood there gone off the railroad. A couple of beams or boards there hanging on, and the tree stuck in between the tracks as well, but that is going to be some engineering feat to bring that back to operation. Central Vermont, of course, the other very hard-hit area. This video in from Sky 5 long after the water receded. People there clearing up the mud and the silt and the rocks. So Storm Tracker largely dry now. We have a little fast-moving shower that's gone from Essex County to about Westport on Lake Champlain. That is not something that'll worry us overnight. It's not going to add to the issues. The flood warnings are mostly for the rivers up north. The Otter Creek at Rutland is really going down. Pretty much every other flood warning has been canceled, but we've still got the Missisquoi, Lamoille, and Winooski flood warnings as we look. The Otter Creek as well in Rutland County has been going down for many hours now. So it's a relatively quiet radar picture compared to the last 2 days, and it will be that way through the day tomorrow. A shower might fire off, but it won't be a big deal. Now the problem comes Thursday. This is Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. The rain showers start to come back in, and then by afternoon, some thunderstorms embedded in there, and those could last through Thursday night into Friday, potentially adding some flooding into the mix. New flooding is possible Thursday night. Not anything like we've seen, not even close, but a couple of small pockets might have a problem as we go into the late week stretch. Just look at Futurecast. This won't be perfect, but the potential is illustrated by this. 2-3 inches in some of the pockets that get hit later this week. That's way too much considering what we just went through. The ground is saturated. You can't take any more. So some thunderstorms there Thursday into Friday. We're watching those. Then it dries out on Saturday, 87 with sunshine. Still active there Sunday into early next week with temperatures in the low and mid 80s. All right, it is just about 11:23. It just struck 11:23. Let's check back in with Matt DiLoretto. He is in the Old North End and Intervale area of Burlington. Matt?
Hey Tyler, it's become pretty clear that the water has come up even since I just last talked to you, because I just had to move the lab back about 10 or 15 feet to avoid some of the water lapping on the tires. Let's show you what it looks like out here on Intervale Road. It is just totally submerged right now. A lot of farms down the street, of course, they are just getting devastated by all of this water. A couple of them include Intervale Community Farm, Diggers Mirth Collective, we have Pitchfork Farm, and many others as well. And it's been such a challenging time for farmers really throughout the entire spring and summer month, because if you remember back in May and June, we couldn't buy a drop of rain if we even tried. I mean, it was so dry. I was getting so many reports of the cornfields just not having enough water, way too dry. And then, of course, we were wondering, where is all the rain? And it just came all at once, especially in the last couple of weeks. So already saturated ground, and then you've got several more inches of rain that just fell yesterday, and this is the result. All of this water is spilling from the Winooski River about 500 feet away and into the yard at the Joseph C. McNeil Generating Center. That provides power to the entire city of Burlington. So not a great situation here. We do hope the water stops rising because it isn't too far from the building there. It looks like, though, the Winooski River is cresting. We do have plenty of cleanup on the way, and it's going to take a long time before things get back to normal. We'll send it back into the studio where Brian and Alice are standing by.
All right, Matt, thank you. And here's a look at the damage done in the Swansea, New Hampshire area from these storms. Coming up, the impact the floods are having on farms in our region.